Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Hardspace Shipbreaker. We can continue poking and prodding at the old Gecko industrial hull. That's been a lot of fun. How's our equipment looking? It's okay. I'll try and remember to buy some repairs when we get in there. Let's see. Alright, we'll have to do it very hard. The reason I do the hard is because that's the lowest level that you can do the industrial at. And these ones have more difficult work orders, which I'm like, maybe that means they have a more difficult ship structure. I'm not 100% certain, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see how we go. So one of the things that I sort of discovered is that cutting out that base plate connector on the reactor was clean, which was insane. So we're probably going to have a bit of a play with that. Repair kit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we still? Is the bug still in this? It is. 100,000 of everything. Oh well. I mean, it's not game breaking, so who gives a shit? So yeah, there might be. That'd be an interesting way to pull the bloody core out. Oh, now this is interesting because the hull is. The hull is oxygenated, pressurized. Let's just do this and see what happens.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Oh no. Oh.
Destroyed. Screens from damaging salvage.
Uh-oh. That doesn't seem so good. Reactor's melting down. You know what? We can abandon shift, can't we? Probably, that shouldn't be in the game, to be honest. If you want to bail out of the shift, you should have to pay the price. Which I'd be happy to do. I'm just doing that because it's quick. Alright, let's try that again. That's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's because the main hull was actually pressurized. Let's try this one. We might have to just cut the cargo doors, potentially. What are we looking at here? Okay, same problem, which is kind of good, so we want to keep testing it. You know what if we could cut here, because this middle piece doesn't work into any of our sort of, you know what I mean? When we cut these handles and straddles and that, this actual middle piece gets detached. It's not part of the big cuts.
Air pressure level decreasing.
How clean is that? Oh wow, that's delicious. Hang on, why are these airlocks not cycled? Oh, I can hear something I shouldn't hear. That could be a glitch from the last hull, to be perfectly honest. Huh. Now that doesn't seem right. You know what's probably happened there? I wonder. I think I know what's happened. Because of the, you know how doors interact between pressure boundaries in this is very strange. I think the doors were open. There you go, see they are. Alright, so if that actually does happen, where the cabin is pressurized, we're gonna go again. It's gonna be because the airlock doors are open. So, I wonder. Why wonder? Oh my god. I keep singing that song every 10 episodes or so. I wonder. Oh, are you fucking serious? Give me one. God, can't win. Alright, hang on. A lot of false starts on this episode, Jesus. I wonder if I can cycle the airlock from the outside. I'd be curious what happens there, because we've got to get both the doors closed. There we go. Big B1. It's a big brain name for a ship. Alright, hopefully it hasn't got the pressure in there, but we will have to, if it does, we'll have to experiment with it a little bit. Okay, well it's not, so that's good. You hear that audio glitch? I've encountered this before. So that's because, like, if we'd have to restart the game to get rid of that sound, I think. So I'm pretty sure there's nothing actually in there burning or anything. Jesus, watch out. Nearly got my fucking head smashed in there. Yes, there's nothing there. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna pivot a little bit. And experiment with the core here. God, sorry team, we're just gonna have to eat shit on this weird sound. There's not much I can do about that. Alright, so we're gonna have to get rid of this. Is that loose or is that attached? It's interesting. Yeah, see, because we've only got one cargo door, we've got an extra bit of keel as well, so this could get in the way a bit. Yeah, it really bloody holds on tight, doesn't it, this keel part? Bastard. Like, this alone might be enough to mess with my little plan that I'm working on. You know, if the keel's not predictable. Right. Well, look at that, they came away so easy as well. That's interesting. Can't say I've seen the sensor arrays there before. Right, so if we drill out this base plate, it'll let go fairly easily. That said, those pipes are sort of, there's a bit of a recess that they're stuck in. Now if I pull on that plate, because that's not attached. Interestingly, we might actually be able to pull it by its hair. You know what I mean? What are you doing? Alright. Yeah, we might be able to pull it upwards. Alright. I don't suppose you guys want to come away, do you? No. I don't want to accidentally hit the bloody fuel line. Alright. Alright, so that won't pull off. So what I'm thinking about is that uh-oh. Why won't you lift?
Reactor meltdown sequence triggered. Urgent action required.
Oh, that's not good. that's better. I'm not 100% sure on what happened there, what it got stuck.
Salvage destroyed.
Or maybe don't go in the furnace, please. Or maybe don't go to Earth. Oh, come on. Oh no.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, my poor frame rate. Okay, so might not be the ultimate fix that I was hoping for, because it gets caught on that lip, and as soon as you could see, like, so we can cut that base plate really clean. So there's potential to use that, but as soon as like we melt the fuel line or the coolant line specifically, shit just starts popping off. So that's one way to disconnect the coolant line without anything going berserk. You know, but it also decided to. Oh, actually, it's not so bad. My frame rate took a hit, and it blew up some thrusters, but the fuel stayed bloody intact, which is crazy. Yeah, cool. Here's an opportunity as well, because yeah, okay, the cockpit's pressurized still. What do you reckon? Is there a way to sort of contain the explosion a little bit at great risk to myself? Let's see.
Air pressure levels increasing.
Huh. That was a bit anticlimactic. But controlled. We didn't blow up any of the we didn't blow up any of the coolant because, you know, we had a blast shield essentially by having a sort of back blast into the wall. Presumably if we cut it on this side, you know, we probably would have popped some of this coolant when everything just explosively launched out. Maybe even mess with the power generator too. But look at that. Look how clean that is. I wonder if that counts. Oh, that doesn't work. Interesting. So you would have to actually cut it that way. Interesting. Always learning so much here, team. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Oh, mate. You gotta love it. Love to watch me work. One cut there. I wonder if there's a quicker way to... Can't quite fit. Head too big. Alright. So this component would ultimately go in there, right? With the only real exception being this.
5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. We wrap.
Look at that, he actually salvaged something.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And then once that's peeled away, it's as straightforward as putting that in there, right? Oh, whoops. Why is it the same button? Why am I chasing that thing? I don't give a shit. Alright. So how would we go? What's the best way to do all this furniture? I guess we can just pull it out like so. No, it doesn't really want to pull away from that. Be good if there was an easy way to like collapse that entire cockpit. Here's a thought. Does the furniture auto disconnect when I do that? It does, even though, look, it's glitched out. Oh. Getting closer and closer. So if I do that cut, get out of the fucking way, and that cut, I didn't quite cut all of that there. Did that come loose? No. Because fuck the aluminium, that stuff's useless. That's worth nothing. But all the bits and pieces are worth something.
Welcome to Vintage
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Alright, so that couldn't handle it with one tether. And presumably the two tethers... Geez, had the chair hand up over there. Presumably the two tethers, pull... I won't say twice as hard, but they definitely will... You know, it'll go faster with the two tethers, right? So just then, one tether didn't do it. So we might be able to figure out a fire and forget amount. Do you know? Where we go, cut it off, two tethers, boom, and that's definitely going to harvest. So we'll figure out the amount of tethers per situation as well.
Let's put a bow on this shift.
Salvage secured.
The other thing about the core is that if we do get to a point where we really nail stripping all the sides off and all that, the core might just, well, fall the bloody hell out, you know? Like, how easy is it to salvage all this stuff with so much free space? It's ridiculous.
Count credit applied.
He says he probably misses with that one. Right, that's straight down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this. We're making some progress. I just sort of, I need to come up with how I'm gonna, what's good enough for the cockpit at the front. I wonder. So that's gonna require a little bit of work. Oh yeah, we got the core out. That's why we got that sort of 4 million. Nice. Yeah. So splaying the front open, 2 tethers. It might require 3 on the other side because it's a bit heavier on the cockpit side. And there would be, yeah, if we could precisely cut the cockpit walls in such a way that it releases the releases its grip on the furniture. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a glue component. That's why I was doing those cuts on the wall behind the furniture. It seemed that even though the furniture still had that, I don't know how to describe it, but you know when you disconnect things with the pull, it puts that little square on the screen that's like a timer bar, so you have to take a couple of seconds to pull it away. Even though it managed to float away freely, it still had that. We've seen that with containers as well. So you can sort of get it to detach without having to do the detach timer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm open to all sorts of ideas. So we figured out how to cut the back end of the cockpit away fairly clean. Like maybe we can cut the front away as well and just drag the whole fucking cockpit straight down to the barge. And I don't really know. But as far as cutting, like I understand that cutting those corner supports makes all the wall panels come away, but it's still time consuming to cut each of them. I guess that's what's not sitting with me right, is that even though that's a pretty cool way of doing it, it's still very time consuming. Yeah. Anyway, food for thought, as always, team. Always appreciate your feedback and hear what you have to say. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.